Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to our new series, A Beginner's Guide to Cruising. And we're going to go over the cruising process from picking your first cruise to booking your first cruise to getting on your very first cruise ship. We're going to share tips, tricks to make sure you have the best first cruising experience possible. And the way we're going to do that is by providing information that will help you avoid some of the pitfalls that new cruisers have experienced in the past. So you've decided to take your very first cruise. Where do you start? Well, first you got to kind of decide which cruise line are you going to go on? Are you interested in Carnival Cruise Lines? Are you interested in Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, MSC, Princess, Holland America? I mean, there are a lot of choices out there you can choose from. What cruise port do you want to sail from? Do you want to sail from Florida, Texas, California, Seattle, someplace over in Europe? Again, a lot of choices to choose from. What length of cruise do you want to take? Are you looking for a weekend, 3 or 4 night cruise, a 7-day cruise, a 14-day cruise? I mean, they go all the way up to world cruises, which can be gone for 6 months or more. Then there's the itinerary. Where do you want to go on your cruise? Are you looking for a Caribbean vacation? Do you want to see Alaska? Are you headed to Hawaii, Australia, cruise in Europe? Do you want to cruise the fjords of Norway? Again, a lot of choices. And the way you're going to narrow that down, the way you start off by figuring out what is going to work the best for you, is by doing a little bit of research. And I really cannot emphasize enough how important a little bit of research really is. See, cruise lines love to put out commercials, and in these commercials, they always showcase their newest, their latest, the brand new cruise ships with all the bells, the whistles, and the shiny new things on board. But not every cruise ship will have those items. All the cruise lines have ships that are 10, 15, 20 years old within their fleets, and so cruise ships, even under one brand, Carnival Cruise Lines, Royal Caribbean, they're all going to have a brand new shiny ship, and that's going to be different than, say, the oldest ship in their fleet. There's going to be a size difference, an amenity difference. There could be a completely different vibe between those two ships, and that's why a little bit of research is super important. And if you look at cruise reviews, cruise comments, and cruise complaints from new cruisers, a lot of that could have easily been avoided by a little bit of research and knowing ahead of time exactly what they were booking, what they were getting, what ship they were getting on, and what was included with that ship. So research, research, research. It is important. It is going to provide you a better first cruise experience if you at least know what you're going to see, what you're going to have available to you once you get on board. Go to cruise lines' websites, see what they have to offer. There are forums and groups on Facebook, social media. There are millions of videos out on YouTube that compare different locations, different cruise lines, what they offer, what their amenities, what you're going to get. Are they worth your money? But research is how you're going to start and how you're going to narrow that down. You see, when it comes to cruising, there is no perfect answer. You can ask somebody, what is the best cruise line out there? Well, that's subjective, because what is the best cruise line for me may not be the best cruise line for you. And pretty much all of cruising is just like that. What's the best food on a cruise ship? Who has the best cabins on a cruise ship? Where's the best port to visit on a cruise ship? Again, it's really all about you and what you are looking for and what you want to get out of your cruise vacation. Important things to consider. Are you traveling solo? Are you traveling with your partner? Are you going to be having kids on board? Multiple family members. All of those factors can affect what cruise line you pick. Now, where the cruise ship sails from, your home port, where you're going to get on board the cruise ship, that could be a factor in your decision too. Are you willing or wanting to fly to a cruise port because, let's say, you live in California, but you want to sail from Florida? That could be a factor in your decision. Are you close enough to a cruise port to drive to? That could also be a factor in your decision. So where do you want to cruise from. And as you do more research and look more into what the cruise lines have to offer, where they sell from, and where they're going, that will begin to narrow down your choices. And never be afraid to ask questions. Whether you call the cruise line and ask questions, whether you ask questions on the internet through public forums and social media, there are tons of cruisers out there that will help you, that can give you information, share their experiences. So what I highly recommend is make a list. Make a list of what is important to you, what you want on your ship, what you want to see, what you want to do, the things you want to experience and are important for you and your traveling party, and use that to help guide you to what is best. Because when it comes to cruising, it can range everywhere from Carnival Cruise Lines, the fun ships, the family cruise line, where they really go out of their way to try to make everything fun for everybody, all the way to the other end of the spectrum where there's adults only cruises like Virgin Voyages, no kids whatsoever, and then pretty much everything in between. Now, as much as cruise lines and cruise ships can differ from each other, there's also a lot of stuff that is the same. Every cruise ship you get on, you're going to have a cabin, a place where you sleep at night. They're all going to offer some type of food that is included with the cruise fare. They're all going to have some type of basic beverages. They'll all have forms of entertainment, music, different activities around the ship. And there are definitely cruise ports that the majority of cruise lines all cruise to. Now, I know a lot of people out there also like to book their own travel, and that's perfectly fine and perfectly acceptable. If you are comfortable with booking your very first cruise yourself, definitely you do that. But if you have questions and you're not sure and you're looking for guidance as to what may be best for your group, consider using a travel agent, an experienced cruise travel agent. Not just anybody off the street, but find an experienced cruise travel agent that can help guide you to what may be the best cruise line, what may be the best fit for you based on your wants, needs, and desires. Now, once you've done all of your research, once you are confident that you have selected the cruise line, the cruise ship that you want to go on, whether it's one of Royal Caribbean's new mega ultra large cruise ships that has a ton of activities on board, everything from ice skating to aqua shows to huge water slides, surf simulators, great kids clubs, or maybe you prefer the quiet, peaceful, laid back atmosphere that you can get from Princess Cruise Lines. Once you pick what is best for you, you're going to be ready to go into the booking process. You're going to be ready to book your first cruise. And it is not going to matter whether you book it yourself or you book it with your travel agent. There's going to be some things in the booking process you must know. You're going to want to know. You're going to want to make sure are covered and you have all of that information. And that is what we're going to talk about in our next video. We're going to talk about the booking process, things you have to know, gratuities, insurance, cabin types, all that's involved in the booking process, and we're going to cover that in our next video. But for today, do your research, start your research, know where you want to go, know what ship you want to go on, know what cruise line you want to go on, what is going to be the best fit for you, because at the end of the day, it's your vacation, it's your trip, and it really needs to meet your needs and your expectations, because what's best for everybody else may not be the best for you. Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.